Just in case. Alright, there we go.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not really sure what to say.
Oh, hang on, let me turn that off. Did that leave you speechless?
A little bit, yeah. Iris, we only have 20 minutes, and the Butz signal needs to be on constantly. There are two things which I need to ask you before we reconvene. Alright, I'll help in any way I can. First, about that night. You... You really didn't go to the inner temple, correct? Correct? The last
I'm glad you voiced the characters that are here right now.
The last witness claims to have met and talked with you in the training hall. Either you or Sister Bikini is lying.
I can't even keep a straight face when I do it.
Mr. Edgeworth, it is just as I said yesterday. Until the incident occurred, I was in my own room in Hazakura Temple, where I slowly gathered the British accent. Very well, I approve. The second thing, then. That night, the temple snowmobile was used in between the time Sister Bikini returned to the main hall and when she bore witness to the murder. Sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. that night. Were you the one who used the snowmobile? There is only one key for the snowmobile. The only person who could have used it was me. So it was you. But why? What made you go out into the dusky bridge? I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. Jingada 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 jing jing. There's the big one.
I swear to... Here's the thing, this is a different one from the 5 that Phoenix had. There are currently 3 5-lock Psych-lock sequences in effect. Geez. Admittedly, I'm pretty sure the one that Phoenix had is going to be an endgame one because it's like, how do I know you? And that seems like an endgame reveal. Still.
I can't tell you about that yet. Yet. Not until her safety is confirmed.
I'm guessing Pearl or Maya.
Her.
Oh, yeah.
Safety of the Acolyte. The Acolyte, She must be talking about Maya. There's a typo there, I saw it.
Uh-huh.
Iris, look me in the eye and tell me the truth. Did you kill Elise Donham?
How many times has he asked this?
I like to be sure, Max. No matter who or what may come, I could never take a life. As I thought, no psycho lock. Very well. It is my job to get to the truth. You'll discover this for yourself soon enough. The terrible, horrible, but truth. Rabble, 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 rabble.
Good, but now we can... Edgeworth, will you please turn that off?
Francesca has it. I'm doing it, damn it! She kicks it. Why was there a bump in there?
Must have been a malfunction, eh? Miss Von Karma, where is the Butz signal?
Don't ask me about that blasted thing.
Where is the witness?
I don't know. He's over there. During the break, a man was detained for suspicious behavior in the gallery. Suspicious behavior? Sounds like him. He was sketching something very intensely. His pants were down for some reason.
Dare I ask what the witness was sketching when he was detained?
He drew a terrifying woman, armed with a demonic face. He drew me.
I can only presume that his intention was to capture you!
See nothing! Anyway, it's time to drag this pathetic excuse for an artiste before the court. Lordy Stoneham, I hope you're ready. Get in here. Would seem that whip is going to see plenty more use today. Shut up! Your sketches ain't get into this court.
Yeah, hey, you shut it off, thanks.
You tried to run away from the bailiff who was trying to hand you your subpoena, correct?
Look, I'm nothing but a fledgling artist, trading out in the mountains. I'm only down here in the city because I ran out of green paint. Well, to use a technical term for the color, viridian.
That's a shade of green. Larry.
I mean, he's not incorrect. Paint is usually labeled based on the shade, so, you know. Also, Dan's messaging me. Give me just a second.
Oh, I didn't realize you actually pressed it.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
This isn't an art store, no, is it?
I know! I graduated junior high, okay? Look, art is all about working in the fields, isn't it? Working in the fields.
I presume he wanted to say field work. I hope.
That's it! Thanks, buddy.
It's kind of sad that I was able to understand his mangled train wreck of a sentence. It's almost as if I, with my own voice actor, committed a series of vocal flaws earlier.
I just happened to stop in here and found a wonderful new model. So see, I've got nothing to do with this trial at all. I expect all your faces to be red when you realize this mistake, bright red. Or to use a technical term, Crimson Lake.
Ouch! That one, I believe.
Ouch! 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 Oh, no, that was a charge. Wait, what did you say about blue?
What?
I said, like, or Crimson Lake, and I thought you said something about blue while I was saying ouch.
No, I said, like, I said, no, that one's probably true.
Oh, I thought you said that's more of blue, and I was like, you think Crimson is blue?
Nope. Stop your pathetic blabbing and testify like a man.
Refrain from whipping me, Miss Von Karma. Cross-whipping is as bad as cross-checking. Witness, that was all your fault. Testify, now!
Jeez.
This is almost too much farting for me. What I saw. Alright. I was at that lodge out in the mountains, looking up at the stars that night. I walked to the bridge a number of times, but I didn't see a snowmobile. I didn't meet anyone at the bridge that night. The girl I was waiting for didn't show up. My teacher died on me. I'm all alone now. Aren't I edgy?
Don't call me that name. It brings up memories.
No, he's saying, aren't I edgy? Witness, please refrain from talking directly to the lawyers during your testimony. I'm just a nobody. Nothing but a small, worthless man, aren't I? Why wasn't I asked for my name and occupation, or anything else? Mr. Edgeworth, this man seems to have quite a severe inferiority complex.
Yes, he does. He's recently been the cause of numerous incidents. I think he's finally realized for himself just how much of a nuisance he has been to other people.
Yeah, that's right. Behind everything, every case. Watch out, okay? Just touching me will make you eternally unhappy.
See, he's got it.
Well then, let us proceed with the cross-examination. With no touching, thank you. We can delve into other details at a later time. Hey, I'm happy. Alright. Stars. Walked to the bridge a number of times. Didn't see a snowmobile. Didn't meet anyone at the bridge that night. Oh, that's where it ends.
Seems that he's not going to claim... It seems that he's going to claim to have nothing to do with this to the end. I don't want this guy to cost us any more time. I need to slice through the obvious contradictions and keep things moving along.
Call them obvious? I'm actually not sure of a contradiction right now.
Why did he stutter at the snowmobile point?
He met Phoenix that night, is the thing. So I'm gonna try that. Yep.
Present Phoenix.
Done.
Alright. Larry Butz. I can understand why you might want to throw your old life away. You're pretty pathetic, and you cause all sorts of trouble.
Wow. Kind of a dick.
Yes, you are, Larry. But, having realized just how much of a nuisance you have been, that could be considered a step in the right direction.
Edgy, are you trying to console me?
Go back to crying.
It certainly doesn't sound that way to me.
However, again, I cannot forgive you for simply turning away from the incidents you create.
Well, you're totally pinning this on me.
Now then, let us talk about the night of the murder. Sorry, a little bit of Godot slipped in there. Sister Bikini, after seeing the murder take place, asked Phoenix Wright to report it. Put on your damn rubber gloves and let us continue. Thus, he headed for the public phone by the bridge.
Hey, at least I only drink on recording, I don't eat.
I was muted excellently during all that. The only time that it became a problem is whenever I was swallowing and you needed me to talk. And even then, you heard nothing. There, he happened across a certain nefarious individual. You, Larry Behind.
That's right, me in the flesh. Listen carefully, witness. It doesn't matter if you change your name. So long as you remain pretty pathetic, you will continue to cause these incidents. That reality will not change. But, what do you want me to do then?
Larry Barebottom, what you need to change is your inner self. What you saw that night. Testify truthfully. That is all you can do for now.
Gee, I think I've finally woken up.
No, you haven't.
Well, I guess I could still be sleeping. But anyway,
yeah, there you go.
I'll do it. I'll testify.
You already did.
I'm not sure this will go especially well.
Now
let's begin then, witness. What did you see on the night of the murder?
Snow! Oh, god damn it.
I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I looked out the window, and Dusky Bridge was on fire. There was
a bit earlier.
Let me check the thing. Alright, yeah. At 10:45, and he said around 10:30.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like, I'll double check it, but I don't think it's a contradiction unless nothing else comes up.
Yeah.
Especially since that doesn't really seem like a big enough thing that he would lie about. He didn't have electricity, he probably just didn't know the time exactly. There was still some thunder, but I went right away to check it out. That's when I ran into Nick. You certainly saw quite a lot, didn't you?
So, what happened to the bridge after it caught fire?
It was like me after a 3-day stint chasing a girl. It totally burned out. Like almost totally gone. I mean, trying to cross the burning remains was what caused Nick to fall.
What did you say? Oh, don't worry. Nothing life-threatening. He just caught a cold. / pneumonia. As always, hard to know if he should be called lucky or unlucky.
Now, Mr. Edgewood, please commence your cross-examination. Alright, I'll double-check what he said there. I went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. I was lying under my bedding when a white flash almost blinded me. I think the real problem here, I think, is that he says he went right away, and ran into Nick.
Yeah, whereas it took Nick a bit to get there, right?
I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna try both of them. I'm gonna start with the weather report here. That is incorrect. Wait, shit. I don't actually think I have anything that says when Nick left. Kind of the closest thing is the closest thing is the autopsy report.
Wait a minute. What was the first thing he said about the times?
Give me a moment first. He went to the shack at around 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. when this stuff happened.
Right, so what about when he said he wanted Iris to meet him there at 10?
I don't really see anything here about that. Meet me.
I get.
I'll be waiting.
Maybe it was just because he said Vidral, so I thought he went to sleep when he was waiting for her. I don't know. Maybe that's
he was lying under his bedding. In the thing that it showed, he was still fully dressed. I don't think he was asleep. I think he was just doing it for warmth. And also, it's worth noting that he said, "Meet me here at 10," and at 10:30 she hasn't shown up. I feel like at that point he would have been like, fuck it. She's not coming.
What if we press where he said he went out right away?
Let me try one other thing first. Alright, it is not that. Alright, we will press.
You said right away, but exactly how long after the strike was that?
Lightning fell, and then the bridge caught on fire. I think around 5 minutes? I mean, I suddenly thought, gotta go check this out.
How far is this small shack from where you were in for the bridge?
Hold on. Well, it pretty much stopped snowing. It's about a 5-minute walk. 10 minutes, so 10 minutes to get there, 15 for Nick.
It had stopped snowing, so we didn't actually go until 20 minutes after he said it happened.
Oh, good notice.
But it was actually 5 minutes after the actual lightning struck, so... And how did Dusky Bridge look when you got there? On fire?
Like I had recovered a piece of my childhood. I mean, not even the bonfires kids make during school camping trips can compare.
Well, should I press him for a little more info? Well, I think, why did you go to the bridge? Because he mentioned something like, I just felt like I had to go there. So you suddenly thought to check out the bridge. Does this mean that you initially had no intention of doing so?
Well, yeah, I guess it does. It was really cold. I didn't really want to go out there.
If that's the case, why did you change your mind? I'd like to hear your reasoning.
In which case, please give testimony to that effect, witness.
Yay!
Reasoning. Okay, reasoning, is it?
Alright, got through that one pretty smoothly. Really?
Okay, to be fair, that would be my reasoning as well. That and also, is everybody who's there okay, if there's anybody there?
Well, at least you have the second part.
But he probably would have been in the mindset of, considering the people who are up here, he probably would have thought, nobody's there. Nobody would be on that damn bridge. That would be silly. I'll press that in a moment. Let me look over everything again. Yeah, the part about that's when he ran into Nick is now gone, so... 9, so it would have been about 10:30 p.m. I'll press this thing at the end to start.
So you decided to go and see what was happening.
That's right. We're talking about a massive suspension bridge burning to high heaven. It's not something you see every day. A real like, really special?
Can we really trust a witness who is unable to pronounce spectacle?
I mean, you're a witness who can't pronounce. Actually, you're not a witness, you're a lawyer, which makes it even worse.
I pronounced correctly.
You said renounce.
No.
Yes, you did.
Well, oops.
He seems to love hitting this poor witness below the belt. Well, my motto is to hit life back as hard as I can. Ah, yeah!
I'll give you a few hits too if you'd like, with my whip. You told me about the burning bridge yesterday. But there's still something that doesn't quite fit. It looks like, despite his change of heart, Larry still isn't telling us the whole truth.
No, I think I might have tried that already, but I wanted to double check. I'm just gonna press everything, I think. Something else has gotta come up.
What did you do out there in the cold for an hour and a half?
Well, if you really must know, I was busy being excited, I guess. Excited. Dare I even ask, were you jacking off? And I set the meeting time as 10 p.m., right? I couldn't wait, and I thought she might come early, too.
Well, it appears she didn't come at all in the end. Much like most of your romantic encounters, Larry. Ho ho ho. Because they never arranged to be in the first place, did they?
Shut up! Don't go picking my fond memories apart! Anyway, I was getting a little worried. I thought maybe Iris had lost her way. So every 20 minutes or so, I went out to the bridge. But I didn't see anything particularly suspicious. I didn't have anything else to do, so I went back to the shack to wait for her.
This light was, of course...
lightning. Like, kerpow! Like a slap from Naomi, honestly. A big bada boom! Gaga!
Or I did like that.
I could have sworn you just do that whenever someone actually angers you. I didn't even do anything. I'm testifying, goddammit. That's more like a punch from Miranda. Witness, did you actually see the lightning hit the bridge? Well, I was a bit startled by the flash of light, so...
Seeing that, what did you do?
Oh yeah, he definitely had a view of the bridge, so yeah, nothing there. What do you think? I was burning up as well, from the fire in my heart.
And that's why you want to take a look at the bridge.
Well, to be honest, it was freezing cold, so at first I thought, forget it, I'm not leaving my covers. But it had pretty much stopped snowing, so I don't know, I changed my mind. I'm not sure I care for the forget it attitude you had at first, witness. I would say don't judge me, but... we already pressed that. At this point, we've pressed everything, so... I'm gonna try something. I'm just gonna ask, why didn't you call anyone?
Larry, let me ask you one thing.
What is it, Edgy? It's with a serious face. Why so serious?
Why didn't you call anyone?
Eh? What do you mean?
Normally, when faced with a towering inferno, one wouldn't try and tell someone.
One would try.
Oh, they would? My mistake. There is a public phone right by Dusky Bridge, correct?
Are you falling asleep?
Nope.
Well, of course I thought of doing that. So then, let's hear why you didn't. Huh? Yeah, okay. My reason. It isn't that I didn't try to tell anyone, I just didn't have time to, okay? Ah! I think this is it. I think this is what we wanted. If it is, it's not with that! And Nick showed up less than a minute later. I don't know what to use to say that. Okay, it was about 10:30. He went out. According to the weather data, it was... Oh, I don't really... Yeah, according to the weather data, it was at 10:45. Nick showed up less than a minute later, and it... 10-minute walk. Any ideas? Rhino, wake up!
What the fuck do you want me to read?
I asked, do you have any ideas? At least admit when you're falling asleep, because is it that time of day?
No.
Alright, let's see. Okay, here's what I'm thinking we're going to need. We need something... We need to use the weather data or the autopsy report.
Are we just trying to correct the time by this point?
I feel like what we're trying to do is... Here's the information we have from him. Some part of it doesn't line up. It would have been about 10:30. So, and then when lightning struck. Which is supposed to happen at 10:45, but I've tried presenting there and it didn't work. I think I tried presenting there, I'll double try it in a moment, but... Then, there's also the fact that, within... Okay, about 10 minutes after lightning struck, he was at the bridge, and Nick showed up less than a minute later. But it would have taken him 15 minutes to get there from the moment that he found the dead body, which was at or after 11.
Present the map?
Nope. Okay, I'm just gonna try something. Just. Alright, it wasn't there. Whoops, I didn't mean to actually do that. Alright, I want to go back to the end and try the weather there. Nah, it's not there. I thought maybe. There we go!
What was it?
Weather data on the part about Nick showing up less than a minute later, which is weird, because I thought it would have been autopsy report for when Phoenix arrives, weather report for when you see the weather, or when you see the lightning. So...
Yeah. I don't know. Weird. Your very existence being a contradiction, I'm not sure if you can grasp this or not.
What the hey, Edgy? You make me sound like some sort of alien.
Your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time.
I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with him? Terrible at those.
This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusty Bridge, and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct?
Yeah. Well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, but more or less.
I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say that it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to Dusty Bridge, meaning you probably got there around 11 p.m.
That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act.
That is impossible. What do you mean? 11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazagura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there, in the courtyard. There's no way that Larry could have encountered him at Dusky Bridge at the same time.
Oh my god, Dahlia disguised herself as Phoenix! Excuse me. I have an objection. You do? Edgy! How many times do I have to say this? I'm not Larry. I'm Laura Stone. Ah!
It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11. In which case, it could have been earlier than that, except the time of death was 10 through 11. Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca von Karma. The slope ahead is slippery. But there's still no way Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11 p.m. And why not? It is clearly written here in the weather data report. Took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m.
Which means what exactly?
Wright did not see the bridge as it was burning that night. He did not arrive there until after the flames had died down.
No, I could have sworn it was actively on fire when we were crossing it. Like, it was, right?
It's been too long, I can't really say. Larry! Ow. You arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m. Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. Are you still trying to hide something from us? What happened during these missing 15 minutes?
What happened?
Always the missing small amounts of time.
What happened to this 25-minute gap? I feel like I just woke up. I guess I was still sleeping after all. Pinch me. Order! 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 You die!
So there was a missing 15 minutes prior to the meeting of Phoenix, right? I hardly see that as much of a problem.
Yeah, not much of a problem at all.
Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes, and there is a phone right next to it. Why, then, did you not report the accident?
Did you simply watch the bridge burn?
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
And they start small with bridges.
That is the problem here. Even after the bridge burnt out, he was still there. He simply stood there and didn't report anything. It's as if he killed Phoenix himself.
Phoenix isn't dead.
That's what it sounds like.
But Phoenix isn't dead!
Actually, it was all a ruse. He is, and I am the main character from now on.
I mean, Ace Attorney Investigations.
This might be Larry we are talking about, but even he is incapable of being so stupid.
I hope.
There has to be a reason for his inaction.
Edgy. I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude.
No shit.
Whoosh! Boom, boom.